Have you ever heard the name Madam C.J. Walker? If not, you're about to discover one of the most inspiring and groundbreaking stories in American history. This is the tale of a woman who rose from poverty and discrimination to become the first self-made female millionaire in the United States, all while empowering an entire generation of black women. Get ready, because this story is a masterclass in resilience, innovation, and pure determination. Our story begins not with a millionaire, but with a girl named Sarah Breedlove, born on a Louisiana cotton plantation in 1867. She was the first child in her family born into freedom just a few years after the Emancipation Proclamation. But freedom didn't mean an easy life. Sarah was orphaned at the age of 7 and moved in with her older sister. To escape a harsh living situation, she married at just 14 years old and had a daughter, Lelia. A few years later, tragically, her husband died when she was only 20, leaving her a young, single mother. With few options, Sarah moved to St. Louis, where her brothers worked as barbers. She earned a meager living as a laundress, making just over $1 a day. It was grueling, back-breaking work. But even in these difficult circumstances, Sarah was determined to provide a better life for her daughter. She made sure Leah received a formal education, something she herself had never had. During this time, Sarah faced a personal and widespread problem among women of her era: severe dandruff and hair loss. Poor diet, harsh hygiene products like lye soap, and infrequent hair washing led to scalp ailments that were all too common. Sarah's own hair began falling out, a distressing experience that would unexpectedly set her on a new path. She tried everything available, from homemade remedies to store-bought products, but nothing worked. Her brother's experience as barbers gave her some basic knowledge of hair care. She started experimenting in her own kitchen, learning about different ingredients and their properties. It was during this period of experimentation that she began to develop her own formulas. She later claimed that the recipe for her first successful product came to her in a dream. In 1905, at the age of 38, Sarah's life took a dramatic turn. She moved to Denver, Colorado, and it was here that the transformation from Sarah Breedlove to Madam C.J. Walker began. She married a newspaper advertising salesman named Charles Joseph Walker. He became her business partner, and his marketing savvy was crucial. He encouraged her to use a more professional and memorable name. Sose adopted Madam Kojugujata Walker with a new name and a new city. She founded the Madam C.J. Walker Manufacturing Company. Her flagship product was Madam Walker's Wonderful Hair Grower, a scalp conditioning and healing formula. But she knew that a great product wasn't enough. She had to convince women to buy it. And her sales strategy was nothing short of revolutionary. Instead of just selling her products in stores, Madam Walker traveled extensively throughout the South and Southeast. She went door to door, giving demonstrations in homes and churches. She didn't just sell a product. She sold a system. She taught women her Walker system, a method that involved scalp preparation, applying her pomade, and using heated combs. She was building a personal connection with her customers, educating them, and showing them results firsthand. This direct-to-consumer model was brilliant, but her real genius was in empowering other black women to become financially independent. She began recruiting and training a sales force of Walker agents. These women were not just employees, they were entrepreneurs in their own right. She provided them with training in sales, marketing, and her hair care techniques. They earned a commission on their sales, giving them an opportunity to earn their own money and build their own businesses at a time when economic opportunities for black women were incredibly scarce. Think about the impact of this. She wasn't just creating customers, she was creating a community of empowered businesswomen. By 1917, the Walker Company had trained over 20,000 agents. These women, many of whom had previously worked as maids or sharecroppers, were now able to buy homes, educate their children, and contribute to their communities. The business exploded. Demand was so high that in 1908 she moved her operations again, this time to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where she opened a beauty school called Lelia College to train her hair. Just 2 years later, in 1910, she established her permanent headquarters in Indianapolis, which was a major industrial center with excellent transportation links. There, she built a state-of-the-art factory, a hair salon, and another beauty school. The Madam C.J. Walker Manufacturing Company was now a national enterprise. Her product line expanded to include a variety of cosmetics, pomades, and hot combs, all designed specifically for black women. Her marketing was sharp and sophisticated, featuring her own image in advertisements to show that she was a proud black woman who used and believed in her own products. Her slogan was simple but powerful: "To help my race." But Madam Walker's ambition didn't stop at business. As her wealth grew, so did her philanthropy. She became one of the leading philanthropists of her time, donating generously to organizations like the NAACP, the Tuskegee Institute, and various community centers and YMCA. She funded scholarships for students at black colleges and supported anti-lynching campaigns. She understood that economic empowerment and social justice went hand in hand. In 1913, her personal and professional life took another turn. She and Charles Joseph Walker divorced, but she retained the now famous name. Her daughter, Lelia, now known as Alelia Walker, became a central figure in the company and a prominent socialite during the Harlem Renaissance. Madam Walker herself eventually moved to New York, settling in a lavish estate in Irvington-on-Hudson that she named Villa Louise. The mansion, designed by a black architect, became a gathering place for the era's most influential black leaders and artists. It stood as a powerful symbol of her success, a testament to what a black woman could achieve against all odds. Sadly, Madam C.J. Walker's life was cut short. She passed away in 1919 at the age of 51 from complications of hypertension. At the time of her death, her estate was valued at over $1 million, making her the wealthiest African-American woman of her time and widely celebrated as America's first self-made female millionaire. But her legacy is so much more than her wealth. Madam C.J. Walker was a pioneer who revolutionized the haircare industry. She was a marketing genius who built a business empire from the ground up. She was a visionary leader who empowered thousands of women to achieve economic independence. And she was a dedicated philanthropist who used her fortune to fight for equality and uplift her community. Her story is a powerful reminder that circumstance does not define destiny. From a cotton field in Louisiana to a mansion in New York, Madam C.J. Walker's journey is a testament to the power of innovation, hard work, and an unwavering belief in oneself and one's community. She didn't just sell hair products, she sold hope, dignity, and opportunity. Her life's work laid the foundation for generations of entrepreneurs and leaders to come. So, the next time you think about what's possible, remember the story of Sarah Breedlove. Remember the woman who saw a problem, created a solution, built an empire, and changed the world, one head of hair at a time. Thank you so much for watching Wealth, Destiny. If you found this story as inspiring as I do, please hit that like button, subscribe for more stories of incredible people, and share this video.